every moment, collective. You're right on time whenever you're watching this. This reading is timeless. Tapping into our spirit guides, our angels. Let's see what spirit has for us in this very moment. My Etsy shop is in the description. If you would like your own private tarot reading, that is where you can find me. And let's get into this message today. So what I'm picking up on is definitely giving cosmic shift energy. You have like shifted into a different timeline, onto a different track. You're worried about different things. You're filling your life up with different things. And this is reflecting like in your 3D reality. You could find yourself coming into new interests, new hobbies, new places. Your whole attitude has changed. It seems like you're in a very different energy. And it's looking good. We got good juju and stars here. It says someone is sending you positive energy. Something is destined. Fame and fortune coming to you. Dreams come true on the star card. So it's like there's some good things happening. I feel like there is a deity or a spirit guide or spirit itself looking at you, shining a light on you, blessing you with wealth, abundance, or some fame and fortune, as the star card was talking about. It seems like good energy. It seems like good blessings coming towards you, collective. So that's where we start. But then we kind of get into this energy of entitlement. We got borrowers and balance. So I'm picking up on people around you feeling entitled to your wealth, feeling entitled to your time. You could have people texting you, kind of asking you for different suggestions, but not even really saying hey, or not even really saying thank you, just hitting you straight up like, hey, what kind of, how often do you post, or when do you plan your content, or how do you do this? Or if your success is happening and it's not like around fame and notoriety, but it's more just fortune based, well, how are you investing your money? How are you getting these windfalls? And they're not even saying thank you after you give them advice. They're not even really saying, hey, how are you? What's up with you? Trying to small talk. Is just like straight to the information. So people are obsessively trying to track your next moves, obsessively trying to figure out how and where your abundance comes from. It reminds me of that story from the Bible. I forget who it was, but there was this character where their special sauce was their hair. Their power came from their hair, and an opposing force ended up sending this person. I want to say, was it Delilah? I forget who they sent and used, but they used a feminine to get close to this masculine, and she was able to find out the source of their power came from their hair. Furthermore, they were defeated through the other party finding out that their power came from their hair. So everyone is trying to figure out, collective, or not everyone, but there's definitely clearly some people in your energy trying to figure out where your source of power is, and they're coming in like as borrowers, like begging. It says someone will contact you and ask you for a favor. This could be your time, energy, or a sum of money. It says it straight up on the card. So this could be people trying to hang out with you more where they weren't really interested in hanging out before. This could be people who are trying to get your energy, so they're just wanting to be really close to you because they see you as a source of wealth, or where it's kind of like how flowers follow the sun. Wherever the sun is, they're going to turn in that direction. And you're showing up as someone who is being shined on by the sun. So you got everybody else in the garden, all the other flowers turning in your direction, not realizing, oh, I'm a flower myself. I can have my own wealth and abundance. I'll have my own benefits, my own time, my own path. Instead, they're just looking at you because the sun is shining on you, and they're like, I want some of that, or I want to be attached to that. So you got people really kind of clinging to you at this time. Now, with all that being said, collective, we got balance. You love to see it. It says you will move into a healthy balance between work, play, health, and alone time. So you are finding a way to navigate this energy without ending up hurt or negatively affected by people's desire to be close to you or to have what you have, or, whatever the situation is. So you're doing really great. You're managing pretty well, but yeah, not gonna lie, people are really attached to you and trying to see what is the source of collective's power? Where is this wealth coming from? Because it seems like it has come out of nowhere. And also you're showing up really unpredictable, collective, because you are moving in like a zigzag direction. You're moving in a way that doesn't make sense. And it makes sense according to what you've learned and how you're receiving abundance. The way that we receive abundance always changes. You could do a spell and it works amazingly, and then you do it again 6 months later when you need a boost and it doesn't work at all. Our sources of power are always changing, just like our environment and our situation is always changing. So the best thing to do is to be present in the moment, and also to see what is your sun at this time. What advantage is spirit giving you? There's always something else. When something is missing, there's always something else replacing it. And you've just got to find it and figure it out. And you're moving in a direction that's in accordance to this new abundance and also this new path opening up for you. So because the path isn't like already laid out, all they have to look at is your past that has already come to fruition. And they're like, the way they're moving now is not the way that they were moving in the past, but I see all this abundance now, or I see this happiness, this fame, this fortune, this viral energy, or them coming into, some sort of notoriety, people looking at them. Where is this coming from? Like, people are scrambling, absolutely scrambling, trying to figure it out. We got leadership, transporter, and money manager. So we were getting so much, money-oriented energy, positive energy in terms of expansion in the pre-pull. I'm like, you know what? Let's pick up our money moves deck and see, like, okay, what's really going on? So we got leadership. What collective is thinking is happening is definitely what is happening. People are looking at you and they're like, oh, they're coming into wealth and abundance. You may be looking at it like, you guys are crazy, because you're the one who's been going through it. So you've experienced all the varying degrees. So it's not so in your face and like magical to you. You've received a little by little success. And a lot of people haven't seen what work has gone behind the scenes and how much you've put in order to be in this point and to finally have things shifting. So they're seeing it as like, oh my God, this is amazing. But for you, it's just another day because you've been, a part of the whole journey. But what they see is what's true. And that's why they're trying to cling to you to such this extent. So leadership, it says it's time to step into a leadership role in your life. You can expect to succeed in any leadership position. Your finances are greatly improving once you're accepting stepping into your power. So I see your power. I see money, wealth coming from you stepping into this leadership position. And that's the thing. When you're the leader, you have more information than, others at the ground level. So yes, they are looking to you for answers and help. You really are looking like you got the sun shining on you, and people either want to be near you so they can get a bit of that sunlight, or they want to be near you so that they can emulate, what you're doing and get the tea. Transporter, it says this card is a good indicator that things will start moving forward for you rather quickly. A career in transportation such as travel, driving, shipping could appeal to you. So you could end up going into retail and shipping products, or you could end up making a career through traveling in some way, whether you're being paid to show resorts or you're being paid to, I literally just saw a skincare clinic that was very specific, and I automatically associate that with SK, South Korea. They have a lot of skincare clinics and they're very popular for this. A lot of people do. Yeah, so I'm tapping into someone that's literally getting a sponsorship with a popular skincare clinic. May not be an SK, it could be anywhere. Yeah, now I'm seeing Thailand, but I'm seeing people sponsor collective. Oh my goodness, I'm so excited. I am so excited for you guys. Things are really moving and shaking. No wonder people want to be attached to you so bad. It says you could travel for work, or perhaps you need to take action on some financial matters. So definitely take action. You're going to know what the next step is with you already being in that leadership position. So I wouldn't worry too much about taking action. You'll feel it. You'll know. And then we got money manager. So another card talking about you being in a managerial position. It says this card can indicate that your career or finances will take a great leap forward. And that's the second card talking about that. I almost want to pull from the deck because I'm like, not all the cards in this deck are positive. Like literally, I just cut the deck here. We got settling. So it's like you guys are getting such positive cards, and this deck isn't like a positive money deck. It's just a money deck. It encompasses all the financial situations and positions you could be in. So another card talking about leadership, it's no coincidence. It says consider careers and money management, banking or accounting, anything in finance. So I see you successful in finance. So if you find yourself called to any path or career, I'm seeing all of them being pretty good for you. It says you can expect a happy outcome when it comes to your finances. So yeah, I'm not gonna lie, I get it now. I could see why people are tweaking out trying to be close to you, collective, because people are really trying to emulate what you're doing. They basically want, and that's the thing, it's fate. It's fate, it's destiny. That's what the star card talks about in traditional tarot. This star card came from an oracle deck, but in tarot, the star card represents like wish fulfillment, but also divine timing and destiny, things that you're meant to unlock at certain points in your life. So you can't make destiny happen, you know, you just have to be available to it. So it's not really even going to help for them to get so close to you. But again, they're just seeing you as the person that's getting the blessings, the abundance, the sunlight shining on them. So they're just trying to do anything that they can. Okay, so we got the Ace of Wands reverse with the Four of Pentacles reverse. Right away, I'm seeing people really trying to impress you with their money. Four of Pentacles reverse is like no holds bar. I will do anything to impress collective at this time. Ace of Wands reverse, I will run myself ragged and I will do things that don't even serve me to serve collective. So a lot of people are coming to you in yes man, yes woman energy, telling you yes about everything. You're like the star in their life. Yeah, Spirit is showing me like a famous person with their entourage. You know how everyone in the entourage, it's darn near embarrassing, seriously. When you see these people in the club, oh my God, it's so embarrassing. It's so cringe. And you can just see they're just trying everything in their power to get the attention of the main famous person. And that's how people are with you. So things may be getting a bit cringe moving forward. Just be aware of that. We got the Wheel of Fortune reversed in the Nine of Wands. You know, so it's like at the end of the day, I would make friends, collective, with people who are new. I would make friends with people who are already in the spaces you're being called to, because those friendships are going to be a reflection of the future you're going into. But these people who are already around you, darn near feeling entitled to your success and trying to cling to you, Wheel of Fortune reverse is not what you want to see when you're tapping into a friendship, a relationship, any kind of situation where you're dealing with other people. That can represent even unlucky people or people who have a negative destiny at this time. So this could be one of those times where collectively karma is coming to collect, and you don't want to get, you know, be around to get your wig snatched when you're supposed to be in a winning season, because you're, you know, hanging around people who Wheel of Fortune reverse don't have the best outcome at this time. And again, Wheel of Fortune is another card that talks about fate, destiny, and what's meant to happen. So with the Wheel of Fortune reversed and you're getting star energy, that is not what you want to cling to. And that's why people are trying to cling to you, because collectively it's kind of like placement testing. Everyone has been through their testing and they're being placed, you know, where they're at. You're being placed somewhere super, super nice. Not everyone is, though. So you don't want to be attached to people who have that, you know, negative kind of destiny at this time. You know, that's what they're meant to experience due to the work that they've put in and what they've done, and, you know, a bunch of things that don't even have anything to do with you. So you don't want to take on their problems and their karma. We got the Five of Cups reversed and the Hierophant reversed. Spirit is also saying you actually still have a lot of room to grow. There's so much that you're going to learn and experience moving forward. So you really don't even have the time to take on, I don't want to say charity case, but to take on these, you know, to take on this kind of extra work. That's kind of inevitable with a situation like this. We got the Two of Swords coming out with that as well. So yeah, Five of Cups reversed, Two of Swords, Hierophant reversed. Spirit is showing us that there's still a lot for you to even experience. You're not even in your final, you know, kind of place of expansion. So Spirit is calling you to connect with people who are adding to your life and not to feel responsible for helping others. I know it sounds kind of, you know, messed up, but seriously, it's, you know, it's not your responsibility. We got the 12th house of surrender. It says the subconscious mind, compassion, dreams, karma, forgiveness. This is crazy because that's what we were talking about. We were talking about karma and your compassion for other people. And it says both of those things on here. It says baggage, trance states, the unseen, spiritual development, Akashic records, the unseen, healing. So I am seeing people also coming to you for forgiveness at this time. You could have people who like maybe were mean to you in school coming back and apologizing and saying, you know, I'm really impressed by how you've leveled up and how you've, you know, seemed to find some success in this life, and really complimenting you and all that. Allow people to say what they need to say, but don't feel the need to respond. Don't feel the need to, you know, say yes to whatever people are saying. They're going to be trying to be close to you at this time, collective. Really, at this point, people are trying to figure you out darn near obsessively, trying to find that secret sauce and trying to emulate your success. But, you know, on your end, don't feel the need to agree. You know, when someone says, oh, you know, all of this, I'm sorry for this, I'm so impressed, and then the last thing they say is, we should start hanging out, do not feel the need to say yes. Be elusive and aloof if you need to. Because when you're dealing with people who have their mindset, you can be negatively affected trying to be super straight up with people. You know, it can have a negative effect. I'm always someone who moves in accordance to the safe route. So move, you know, with intention and for yourself. And I'm seeing so many blessings and, you know, excitement come in. Let me know what's going on. How is this manifesting for you personally? I'm curious to see. And yeah, that's what I got for us today. My Etsy shop is in the description. If you would like your own private tarot reading, that is where you can find your girl. And that's what I have for you today. I'll talk to you soon.